welcome to the Craft Beer Review. Today I'm going to be trying Sierra Nevada's Summer Break IPA. They say this is a Session Hazy IPA. Alright, let's take a look. I have to admit, I get a little leery when I see Session IPA. I've been seeing that term a lot more frequently of late, and I don't know, in my opinion, I think a lot of the beers that are called Session IPAs end up being closer to pale ales, and I don't know, I'm just guessing that a lot of them are called Session IPAs because, you know, IPAs are popular, so maybe just calling it an IPA makes it sell better. Who knows? But anyway, we'll find out on this one. Let's see. Family owned, operated, and argued over. Alcohol is 4.6% by volume. Packaged in March 7th of 2022. That was a few months ago. It is currently June. Sierra Nevada Brewing Company out of California and North Carolina. Alright, let's check out the beer. That looks nice. I mean, kind of a yellowish gold color, slight haze to it. I can still kind of make out my hand through it. Slight haze to it. Light white head on top. I'm getting like a citrus aroma. Maybe a little bit of stone fruit in there too. Touch of oats. Oats, citrus, maybe a little bit of stone fruit. All right, cheers. Light bodied. Oats are coming through. I'm assuming there are oats in there. I don't know. After I get through this first sip, we'll see if they have any information on their website. But I think there's a nice oat flavor. I think I'm getting a little bit of like citrus and stone fruit in there. Just based off that, the first sip, I would say my comment at the beginning was accurate in that I don't know. I prefer calling Session IPAs pale ales. Based off of that first sip, that's what I would describe this as, especially with 4.6% alcohol. Let's see, what else do they have in here on their website here? Summer break. Jump into summer with a cannonball of hops. There's definitely some hop flavors, but I wouldn't call it a cannonball. Enjoy the summer sunshine, stocked with a Session Hazy IPA brewed for long days of play. The summertime beer is refreshing with hoppy notes of mango, passion fruit, and backed by smooth malt flavor. Summer seasonal, available April through June. Okay, here we go. I've got a lot of information on here, which is nice. Malts, oats, two-row pale, and wheat. All right, so there's definitely oats in there. They list that first. Hops: Amarillo, Chinook, Comet, Mosaic, Simcoe, and Strisselspalt. All right. Amarillo hops, I think those are, typically like a citrus type hop, often used in IPAs, pretty popular. Chinook is, they call this a Session Hazy IPA. Chinook hops are often used in West Coast IPAs. I think they're often associated with like a piney, resiny flavor. Comet, I'm not familiar with. I've seen it before, but I really don't know much about Comet hops. Mosaic is a fruity hop, often used in hazy IPAs. Simcoe, another popular hop, I think, with fruity flavors. And Strisselspalt, I've never heard of before. I know absolutely nothing about it. I'll have to look that one up. And they say ale yeast. Alcohol by volume, 4.6. Bitterness units, 30. That's surprising. I wouldn't describe this as bitter right off the bat. Original gravity 11 degrees Plato, and a finishing gravity of 2.4 degrees Plato. I want to see something here real quick. I want to see if I can get my phone to work. If I can get a calculator for Plato to specific gravity. See if I can get a bitterness ratio on this. Let's see, 11 degrees Plato. That's equivalent to about 1.044. So let's go with 1.044. We take that 30 IBUs, divide it by 44. And this has a bitterness ratio of about 0.68. Leans a little bitter. Again, about 0.5 is kind of neutral. Increasingly low is increasingly malty. Increasingly high is increasingly bitter. Generally speaking. This is a good beer so far. I guess it's the only issue I have with it is that pet peeve is that I'm seeing that phrase Session IPA a lot, and I don't know, I'm guessing that's just for marketing purposes, but I see Session IPA, I think pale ale, and I think that this one fits into that category of a pale ale more than an IPA. I mean, yes, it's got some hop character, but it's got the alcohol and body of a pale ale, in my opinion. And a light pale ale one time I did look up to see what the difference between a Session IPA and a pale ale was, and I forget where I did this, but the result that I got was them saying that a Session IPA actually had less alcohol and less body than a pale ale, and that it was called an IPA because of the hop character, and that pale ales actually have more body and higher alcohol. And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, well, if you're only calling it an IPA because of the hop character, more often than not, I would say these beers would be better described as pale ale instead of an IPA. I'll leave it at that. It's a pet peeve of mine. I mean, this is a good beer. It's a nice summer beer. I am enjoying it. I got a 6-pack of it. I'm going to enjoy the 6-pack of it. But it's a pale ale. That's just what it is. I mean, it's a nice, light summer beer. It's got decent hop character, but no more hop character than I've gotten in other pale ales. And with that low alcohol and light body, I'm sorry, it's a pale ale. It's not an IPA. My opinion. If you disagree with me, feel free to let me know. Love to hear from you. Let's see. What would I rate this beer as? I would give this beer, and I'm enjoying it. It's not a bad beer. I just have an issue with, again, calling it an IPA. Based on that, I would definitely drink it again. It's enjoyable. I might get it again this summer. I'm going to go with 3.5 stars out of 5. Cheers.